Okay, my friends, we're resuming episode 43, Genesis 23. I'm going over the notes of Genesis 23. Abraham was promised all this territory, but he had to buy property for a burial place. He probably wanted no dispute over the possession of the land, and he used it for his whole family later on, most of his family. While his neighbors never understood him, they deeply respected him, calling him a mighty prince, and offering to give him the cave. Every believer is a stranger in this world. Because this world is just a test or a we're living through God's testing of Satan. We are pawns caught up in this. I don't know if you want to say pawns, but that's the right word, but we just are innocent bystanders. And because Adam sinned, because of Satan, Satan thought that he could rule the world better than God. He was criticizing God. God put him down here and said, you go ahead and try it. Let's see how good you do. And you see the chaos that is ensuing. So that we believe in God and our salvation through Jesus Christ. And so we're not doing evil things. We're not joining in wholeheartedly with what is going on in the world. Our hope and goals are for eternity in the new Garden of Eden, where we will live. And Satan has failed miserably. I believe the rapture is near, and we will be gone, and then 3.5 years later, the tribulation will start. I think the rapture is going to trigger the one world government that we're heading towards right now. And I used to think, I was wondering about the great whore Babylon. And I'm going to go over that. I think I'll do that in my next episode. All on the great whore Babylon. Because it's starting to look like, since we are, the Muslims call us the great Satan, America. And we're doing all this stuff. They're mutilating kids under 18, trying to change their sex. They're in school with men in dresses, dancing around, and I'm sure the kids think it's funny, but I think it's a form of child abuse or grooming, trying to make the children think that they're not a boy, they're not a girl, that whatever they are is bad, that they have to be something else. Anyway, so not just for those reasons. Our government is doing things that the people don't agree with. I'd say 80% of the people don't agree with a lot of the stuff that's going on that our government is doing. Nevertheless, we live here. We're citizens of this country. We choose to stay here. And this might America might be the great whore Babylon. If it's causing nothing but trouble and destruction and evil, I hate to bring it up. I know a lot of people, there's 60 million babies were killed. You guys call it abortion and all these other euphemisms, but you're just killing babies. That's enough alone, I think, to show that America is evil. We're the worst, I think the worst country in the world, maybe besides China, or along with China, at killing their own children. It's not very good. And we should be punished if we don't stop it. So we're all strangers in this world because we are looking forward to the next world, to the new heaven, the new earth, a Garden of Eden, where we all have jobs and eat together and worship Jehovah and Jesus, and it's going to be great. So we are considered, every believer is considered a stranger in this world. Those who make the real impact realize that their ultimate home and meaning is in heaven. When Abraham died, this property became his burial place as well. It would be, as it would be also for Isaac, Rebekah, Jacob, and Leah. Only Rachel was not buried here. To place a hand under someone's thigh symbolized a binding oath. To swear by the Lord, or to vow by his authority, verbally affirmed this commitment. Although the oldest servant is not named here, some Bible teachers identify him as Eliezer. So Sarah died and was buried, and that was it. So I would like to reinforce with you that you can be happy anytime you want. We can't think about, dwell on bad things. If you start thinking about bad things like my car broke down or I lost my job, it snowballs. What you think about, you bring about. So try to change your perspective and focus on good things. You can be happy right now. What was that movie? An Extraordinary Life, I think, by Benini. They were put in a prison camp during World War II, and his wife was set free, but they took him and his son to prison. His wife voluntarily jumped on the train with him to go to prison. Roberto Benigni, and that's how much she loved him and I guess her son. So they went to prison together, and he had decided that he was going to be happy, and he wanted his, most importantly, he wanted his son to be happy regardless of their circumstances. So he told them that they were playing a game, and tried to make it fun and make the best out of every day. Fortunately, we are not in prison, or not being taken over by Nazis. But there are little things that bother us, and we can choose to ignore it and focus on good things. And when you focus on good things, you see more opportunities for other good things. When you focus on bad things, you make bad decisions focused on your negative attitude. So it's important for your future and for your health to focus on good things. When you're happy and grateful, your body produces interferon and interleukin-2 and other chemicals which booster your immune system and fight cancers and all kinds of viruses and stuff. When you're sad and depressed, your body produces cortisone and adrenaline, and that suppresses your immune system. So you're vulnerable to viruses, bacteria, and cancers. So for your health, for your happiness, and for your to have a more prosperous future, try to stay positive. What you think about, you bring about is really true. Well, that's enough for episode 43. Next week will be Revelations is over. Next week we'll do Daniel 1. I'm going to go through the book of Daniel because I think it's so important. And then the week after that we'll go to Genesis 24. And then after Daniel's done, we'll go back to Revelations. So please, if you can, donate to Ozark Hunger Relief, ozarkhunger@gmail.com. And I'm trying to get an office going, so I'm thinking about $25,000 a year to open the office. Once I have an office, I can get food donated from companies like Walmart, Tyson, J.B. Hunt. But right now, I'm just starting out of my house, so they don't take me seriously. So I need an office, and I want a nice warm place, air-conditioned for children of drug addicts and alcoholics. Come in there, get something to eat, and stay out of they don't have to wander the streets and go from house to house trying to find shelter and food.